There is nothing that I cannot stand more than when women are given the power of the family court system to exact revenge on their child's father. The case that I have for you guys today does not have a resolution, but I wanted to bring you guys down the roller coaster ride of a particular story of a member of the MT Army that sent me some content, some footage, as well as an explainer to what he's currently going through with his baby's mother. I utilize stories like this to help you understand the consequences of your actions. The most important decision that you will ever make in your life is who you choose to wake up to each and every day. By proxy, if you're sticking your eggplant into these women unprotected without solidifying that they are a hyena, then inevitably it'll be your fault, because now you are armed with the information of what they can do once you give them your seed. It pains me when I see videos like this because I understand the impact of my father within my life. And without that impact, I would not be the man that I am today. But to think that there are structures or powers that be that were created before you were even born with the purpose of not being equal, of not fighting for your rights. And because of that, you may find yourself fighting a battle just like this brother to gain access to a component of you. Now, I'm going to redact the name of this brother right here, as well as the names of the people throughout the rest of this video. But I actually met this brother in New York last year this time. He came up to me and said, "Hey man, I recognize you for the channel." He didn't talk about any of this, but apparently he had already been in a year-long battle. But let's read his message. Wanted to give you some insight to my situation since you're an advocate of men. I had a kid with this woman and she's been hell ever since. My guess is that there were red flags way before you had a kid with her, but we'll leave that as it is. Hasn't allowed me to see my son in the past 2 years. Been in court, finally got paternity situated, and now working on getting her served for custody visitation. What's also interesting about this is that while he was fighting for custody and for visitation, custodial rights, at the same time, in the same location, I was going back and forth from the hospital. As my father, who was a single father to me growing up, was fighting for his life from cancer. He didn't know that at the time, and in fact, it's not anything that I shared with anybody. But the bond that I had with my father was initiated at the age of his son right now, so he's missing out on that time. Last time I went to serve her this past Monday, she turned around and filed a temporary restraining order, lying about everything that happened. We're gonna show this video right here. That's why I always tell you guys, at the point that you get in a back and forth with a significant other, or in this case, someone you're in a custody battle with, record every interaction. Luckily, I recorded and have video, but here's the videos if you want to use it for content. So let's watch right now.
You already know what it is. Stop playing. I'm not doing it. How you doing, baby? I love you, son. How you doing, son? It's your dad.
You're such a loser.
It's your dad.
You're a loser.
Because y'all are recording. You're keeping my son from me. It's been 2 years. Here you go. You've been served.
You can't serve
You've been served, honey.
I know my rights.
You've been served, honey.
You can't serve
You've been served, honey.
Now you can't
Good
serve
luck.
me.
Keep it up. You already know what it is. Stop playing. I'm not doing it. How you doing, baby? I love you, son. How you doing, son? It's your dad.
So for obvious reasons, I'm hiding the little kid's face. But the worst part about this video is that the child looks back at his father, and the math makes sense. The child's like 2 or 4 years old. So after 2 years of not being able to see his child, of course, that's going to be the look on his face. And I know what a major part of my audience is saying right now is that how is he or why is he serving her? He actually explains this in a follow-up video, as well as reviews the follow-up police report that they crafted in order to continue to keep him away from the child.
So what I just posted is the evidence from a video that I just recorded. I was out in the city somewhere trying to locate my baby mother. Haven't seen my son in 2 years, trying to serve her some paperwork, right? Stumble across her. I hop out. Obviously, if you know anything about the court system, the person that is filing the paperwork, you can't serve the person. So at the end of the day, whatever I did, I served her today. It's not going to count, and I'm going to have to do it again the right way. But when everything happened as quickly as it did, I figured it's my one chance to see my son. I haven't seen him in 2 years. You guys see the pictures. I have a video. I don't know if I want to post it, but this is the shit I'm dealing with. This type of shit. And just a few more things. So she was with a friend, which you can see in the video. And this friend is extremely complicit in everything she's doing.
That's what happens.
Not even knowing the situation between us, right? But she's an accomplice, helping whisk my son into the car and then drive off. And then they call me from a private number, say that they're going to file a police report because what'd she say? I'm stalking her or harassing her, I think is the words they use. I don't care. At this point, when you get to a certain point, it's like, do what you want, right? Because at this point, I've suffered what I can suffer. It doesn't get any worse than this. But it's shit like this that we got to deal with. And I'm not the only person or the only man that's dealing with this. I know a lot of people who's been in this situation, who are currently dealing with this situation. It is a nasty epidemic where the mothers of people's child, because the person no longer wants to be with that individual, they lash out in the only way that they have any power, the courts, which is to keep you from your child, right? It's a nasty game they play, bro. Let me tell you. It's crazy. But it is what it is. And I'm posting it's like, because what do I have to lose at this point, right? Like, some people might say, keep this shit off the internet. It's like, I don't have anything to lose, bro. Y'all know what I'm dealing with. I don't care. I'm not trying to show off for nobody. I'm not trying to impress nobody.
You know what's interesting is that way before the internet, there was absolutely no recourse. You were just fighting in silence. But now, because of platforms and we can talk about these different things and the situations, if we get video evidence that was recorded in the public, we can have these conversations. We can talk about it. But now men have the power to record it as well as go public with the truth, with the information, with the receipts. And not only just that, there's so many dudes that I talk to that have issues with their father. And I keep on telling them that, make sure that you have conversations with your father. Because now you can get the other side of the story because you may have been brainwashed. Shit, we did that story not too long ago with Ben Hart, the breakdancing dad. And we watched his daughter tell a fabricated story that was fed to her by her mother, who was bitter from their marriage, from their relationship. And if the daughter had less feminist views and sat down and had full conversations with the father, he would have then had to go public and to talk about it so that all of his business partners and constituents that thought him to be a deadbeat father, he now had a place to talk about this. This brother is creating a system of record. Oh no, I tried, son. I tried everything in my power to be there for you, but your mother didn't let me, or she made it extremely hard, or it's extremely expensive, almost to the point of putting me homeless in order to try to gain custody, in order to try to see you. This is the reality.
So I'm thinking I'm going to post a video just for full context, full clarity. Y'all can see what I'm dealing with, the type of attitude she has, the type of vitriol she has. And I still to this day have no clue why she acts this way. Right. And other than the fact that we ended, right? That's why the only reason I can put to it is that reason. Other than that, there's literally nothing she should be mad at.
Obviously, I already know the answer. But when people talk about what are some male issues, send them a link to this video. There should be as many women upset about this as there are men. But at the same time, all of the men in the audience need to recognize is that this is what happens when you squirt into evil. But for all of the dudes, I'm reiterating, this is what happens when you squirt into bitter. Of course, within this textbook play, what is going to come next? The allegations of being an abusive man.
Update, because after what happened on Monday, the Chronicles, if you've been following, my baby mother did what bitter baby moms do, or especially the ones that are like her in her situation, right? She went down and got a temporary order of protection, and here's what it says. On May 20th, at the place of her employment, came to her place unannounced, was very aggressive in using profanity. I did not use any profanity, and I was not aggressive. Anyway, chased me and my son around. After we ran away, we were very fearful of him. My son suffered a scrape on his elbow. She was holding his elbow before I got there. He had fell and cut his elbow on the bike. Like, what are you talking about? What a clown. She put this in a report. I'm chronicling all of this, guys. You're going to get all this work. Hold on. It continues. The respondent harassed, stalked, and threatened me, dating back several years and continues to date. I'm concerned for my safety and the safety of my son, who was also afraid of the respondent's most recent behavior, which causes both fear for our safety. That's a lie. He said, Daddy! That doesn't sound like a that's feared for his life. It sounds like a that wants to see his dad. What are you talking about? All right, hold on. While the respondent was chasing us, While he was chasing us, he threw papers at me. It is my belief he was attempting to serve me, but was unsuccessful. Paternity has never been legally established for my son. Actually, honey, it has been legally established. You know how you don't know? Because you didn't show up to any court date. It has been legally established. She's gonna see this because her mom, her sister, and all the other goons that she has they'll send them to the chat or to the feed, and they're gonna look at it. So watch this. Look at it. I'll see you in court though, honey. Because if you don't show up, guess what? This is gonna be thrown out, and then we're back at square one. Like, what are we doing?
Fails to go to the hearings, doesn't know paternity is established, lies completely and fully on this temporary restraining order. Thank goodness he recorded the incident, yet the fight still continues. So the question that I have for the audience is that, do you guys think that this is fair?
Wait, guys, there's more. This is another page. So listen, it's all here. It's here. I don't want to show too much. It's there. It goes, the respondent has been stalking me and my son, who he has no relationship with, nor is his name on the birth certificate as a father. That is a lie, and it's false. It's false because she doesn't know. She doesn't know. It's okay. The respondent's ongoing harassment and disorderly conduct leads me to believe my son and my safety are in jeopardy. Honey, I will tell you right now, I would never put my hands on you, ever. Never have, never will. There's no need. That's not how I roll. So you with all this, what they call it, gaslighting, right? That's what the women love to say. This is gaslighting. This is what I'm dealing with, guys. Don't ask me how. I don't know. I don't know how I met this person. This is not the person that I met. This is not the person that I dated for a little bit. This person is. Hold on. I'm gonna read the last line. There's more stuff here. There is a substantial risk. Listen now. There is a substantial risk that the respondent would use or threaten to use a firearm or dangerous instrument or object against me, my child, or member of my household on the basis of the following reasons. It is my belief the respondent would use a dangerous instrument against me and my son due to his recent behavior, which causes me to feel threatened and intimidated by him. The respondent posted a video on the internet that he's about to snap and has nothing to lose. About to snap? I never said I'm about to snap. I'm not about to snap. I'm actually very clear-headed and level-headed. This is why I can do what I'm doing. Like, most people would break down in this situation. I've been doing it, so I'm fine. But my goal right now is to take you down, honey, is to get full custody. So mark my words. I will get full custody. And then what are you gonna do? I don't have a phone number. I don't have her, nothing. I can't email her, nothing. So, but you post on social media, it's like, oh my God, he's embarrassing me. He's pointing out I'm a bad mom. And she loses her shit. So here we are. So just bear with me, guys. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It may be entertaining to y'all. It's the drama in my life. It's the only thing that's dramaful in my life, to be honest with you. And she's the catalyst. It is what it is. But we gonna get there. So don't y'all see how hard she's going to try to keep me from my son? For what reason? Like, a normal person is gonna be like, what did he do to her, right? Like, bro, nothing. I have done nothing to her.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna leave the video for right now. I am in contact with this brother, so he's gonna be providing me updates as they come down. More than happy to share this on the channel, because at the end of the day, I wish that there was a good ending to this, a good outcome, a positive outcome. But everything right now is still pending, and just as I've said before, smart men learn from their own mistakes, but wise men learn from others' mistakes. These are the stories that don't get popularized on mainstream TV. Instead, you flick on goddamn Lifetime and there's a man beating a woman every other goddamn show. So we need to do everything in our power to highlight things from the other side, from the portion that never gets documented. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Stories like this continue to remind me of the work that I do up here with having the platform the size of what I do. I think it is an absolute abhorrent injustice of the lack of equality that men face within the family court system. And it's funny because feminists fight all day for equality, but if you look at something like the family court system, where is the equality in that? It's actually crazy when you talk to divorce attorneys and they tell you what is necessary for custody to actually switch. And I mean, you got to be damn near coming into the courthouse with a heroin needle sticking up out your arm to get custody to be switched in modern times today. And for what? When you see a father fighting so hard to see their child, it's absolutely nasty, disgusting work, but this is reality. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!